Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Wednesday, January 30th, 2019. My name is Nick Santiago. Thank you all for tuning in this morning. All right, today we have the S&P 500 E-mini futures trading higher by 12 3/4 points to 26.53 per contract. All in all, you're going to see that the futures are popping on the back of Apple earnings, a little bit better than expected. You also have a lot of other names out here that are moving higher this morning. A little while ago, we did have the ADP job report number. That actually came in better than expected. So again, markets seem to be stable. But the big news today is going to be the Federal Reserve meeting, the FOMC, at 2 p.m. So they will get together. They'll conclude their two-day meeting, and they'll make some interest rate policy statement. Now, the Fed is not expected to raise interest rates today. Nobody's really expecting any kind of increase. But what we are expecting is to get some verbiage and some clarity on quantitative tightening. And that's basically the roll-off each and every month of securities that the Fed has been unwinding. And we'll see if they do lower the number. Recently, we've heard numbers of $50 billion a month. We don't think that's the case anymore. But nonetheless, we'll hear what they have to say, and we'll just leave it at that, and we'll see what goes on. We also have U.S.-China negotiations going on today. I don't think we're going to get any clarity out of that, but nonetheless, it could be a wild card out there. So sit tight. This is going to be a pretty interesting trading session. Lots of action out here. Let's get started. We're going to start off the first stock of the day, which is Apple. Apple right now reporting earnings after the closing bell yesterday. The stock popped up very close to the 165 after hours yesterday. Settled in a little bit right now, trading at 161.80. So Apple already warned. The numbers were not fantastic, but again, the warning kind of was already factored in. So looks like they did a little bit better than expected, and markets are liking it right now. It doesn't mean the markets will like it forever, but today, so far, markets like the Apple news, and we'll see how it plays out. When I looked at Apple shares today, I have to think if we got to 173, 174, that's where I really see big resistance. Until then, we're basically up into a little bit of resistance here, but nothing major, and we'll see how it all shakes out going forward. But in sympathy, you want to watch the Apple ecosystem. That's Cirrus Logic, that's Skyworks Solutions, stocks like that that are all part of the Apple ecosystem. AVGO, which is Avago, or better known as Broadcom now. This is, these are stocks that are part of the Apple system, so you want to watch those. They're looking pretty good right now. Another one you want to keep on the radar today is going to be QRVO, which is Corvo. We'll keep that one on the radar today. That could get a pop with Apple as well. Next up, we want to take a look at AMD, Advanced Micro Devices, and you're going to see that this is getting a pretty good bid today, trading at $21.08. Stock closed at $19.24. So good little pop there. When I look at it, though, I have to think $22 is still a pretty big resistance level. If it gets there, though, we'll look at it again, and we'll see if there's a fade opportunity in the name. But right now, AMD getting a little bit of a pop. eBay also reported earnings. Now, they are being sought out by an activist investor. Right now, the stock trading at $33.55, closed at $33.68. No big movement there. Juniper on the move today. JNPR stock is trading at $24.70, closed at $27.96. So that is a pretty good haircut. Level, I think, for Juniper that could be okay would be around $24. It's a gutsy little play, though. Comes with a little bit of risk. But I think there's pretty solid support there. I'm going to do some work on it. I'll have that posted up in the intraday stock chat room right around 9, a little bit after 9 o'clock. Next up, I want to take a look at KLAC. What you're going to see here for CLAC, they reported earnings. Stock is trading at 104.31, closed at 101. So nice little uptick there. I don't see any problems with CLAC. We'll be watching this one for resistance, but I'm going to wait for the market to open first. Next up, we're going to take a look at Maxim Integrated. MXIM is the ticker symbol here. This stock right now trading at $54.25, closed at $54.98. So again, no real action there. We'll look at it once the opening bell rings. Let's take a look at Stryker. SYK is the ticker symbol there. This is a medical device maker. Trading at 172.40. That's a pretty good pop. Closed at 161.08. So very, very good move here. I happen to think we're probably coming into really good daily chart resistance, though. I'm working on numbers here. But you can see that is going to be a lot of resistance all the way around the 175 level. So keep that on the radar. If you own it, trail the stop loss immediately. If you don't own it, I'd probably just leave it alone at this stage of the game, but it's a great move for a striker this morning. Let's take a look at AMGN. AMGN reported numbers, AMGN. This is falling this morning, closed at 192.11, now trading at 187.80. I'll have levels ready to go for this morning. They'll be posted up in the intraday stock chat room in a little bit. Next up, we want to take a look at Alibaba. They reported earnings as well this morning. Stock right now trading at 159.90. Briefly got above 164. Again, Alibaba, if you look at the daily chart, is just running into a wall of resistance here. So again, no shocker to see it settle in. We'll see exactly how it plays out once the opening bell rings. This will be on our radar today. Let's take a look at AT&T. They are reporting earnings as well. Stock right now trading at $29.82, closed at $30.69. So you got a little haircut there for AT&T. I do see some support probably around the 28.50 level. I don't know if I love that area because it's such a downtrending stock right now, and you do got a pretty good failed move here. But I'm going to say 28.50 probably holds up through the first half hour of the trading day. So we'll keep that on the radar as well. Let's take a look at another big one here, Boeing. Boeing, last I looked, yep, Boeing's having a monster move to the upside. Stock closed at 364.96, now trading at 388. This is the largest Dow component, carries the most weight. So again, Boeing will affect the Dow, but that's a sensational pop. That has a lot of resistance around the 390 to 395 level. Then really after that, it's 400. But good solid move for Boeing this morning. We'll be looking at this one once the opening bell rings. Let's take a look at Checkpoint. CHKP is the ticker symbol here. Stock right now trading at 112.50, closed at 110.76. This is getting a little bit overbought for my liking, but nonetheless, nice little morning move. I don't know if it has a lot of upside from here. If you own it, trail the stop loss. Next up, we want to take a look at General Dynamics. Trading nicely at 181.50. That's upticked from 176. So good little pop after earnings. A lot of resistance coming into play, though. Anywhere around 185 to 189. So just be aware of that. Trail that stop loss immediately. Let's take a look here at a couple more. McDonald's reporting earnings today. Stock is trading at 182.17. Closed at 182.18. So again, McDonald's flat on the day. Let's take a look at RCL, which is Royal Cruise. Stock trading at 117, closed at 112. That's a nice pop there. Again, I think this is a little bit overbought. A resistance level I have for this one is a bit higher. I'm going to post it up in the intraday stock chat room. It could be a fade opportunity. Next up, we'll do one more, Biogen IDEC, or just Biogen as it's called these days, down to 324. I did see news out on this earlier. If this got to around a Pierce of 300, I think there's a play there. Until then, really not much I would do with it here, but we'll look at it if it does go lower. All right, I think I covered all the stocks that I wanted to get into. Let's shift gears here a little bit, go over to the gold market. Gold right now trading up $1. Gold will be on the move today with the Fed, so just be aware of that. Crude oil also on the move today. Crude oil had a good day yesterday. Now trading up another 54 cents right now to $53.84 a barrel. So you have gold basically flat, and then you have the USO upticking a little bit on the back of the crude oil move. And again, crude oil right now trading at $53.84 a barrel. So nice little pop there. Once again, if you haven't done so, come on over, take that 7-day free trial to the intraday stock chat room. We have lots of earnings going on, lots of morning plays each and every day. Another good session yesterday, and 2019 is really starting to turn out to be a blockbuster. We had a blockbuster 2018. So if you haven't done so, come on over. Take that 7-day free trial to the intraday stock chat room. We'd love to have you trade right alongside of us. And again, it's been a great 2019 start, and we're going to look to keep that going into the end of the year. Have a great trading day, and we will see you all on the charts.